What's going on, YouTube? Happy Friday, late Friday night here. Just want to talk about something real quick. You know, a lot of times when I talk about finance and things like that, I talk about it from a glorified state. Like, it's positive and things like that. But it wasn't always positive in my life. You know, if you would ask me maybe 12 years ago, before I started on this financial road, I didn't even know that finance was a passion of mine. Actually, one of my good friends out of California was one who first introduced me to the finance, and from there, I just kind of gravitated to it. It was just one of those things that I just caught on to real fast. And I was a guy, like a lot of Americans out there, who totally was keeping up with the Joneses. I remember my wife and I would blow hundreds of dollars every weekend, just for entertainment. And my friend was the one that came to me and shed some light in my life to show me that what I was actually doing was headed toward poverty in a rapid rate, and it just dawned on me. And ever since I woke up about 12 years ago, I told myself that I was going to teach myself as much as possible about finance, and I was going to teach others once YouTube opened their platform to do videos, and I was going to learn everything I needed to learn because I was going to teach others about what I learned along the way. And that's my deal when it came into finance. But let me ask you a question while we're talking about finance. How is your credit? Now, credit is one of those things I do believe in and I don't believe in. Because here's another thing. Some people brag on their credit. My credit score is in the high 700s, it's 800 or whatever. Basically, when you have a good credit score, that just means that you are a whore when it comes to debt. That's all that means. And the thing about it is, sometimes some people who have great credit scores means when they can't solve a problem, when they can't figure something out and they need some cash, instead of thinking of a creative way to get that cash, they just say, oh, you know what, I just go borrow that money. And it was funny, I was listening to, they were talking about American Apparel tonight. And American Apparel, who a lot of people think is a huge company and great, won't even see a profit until 2015 with the way things are going now. Because actually things are going down. And to me, as an entrepreneur by heart, I can't understand that. Of how somebody can show up to work every day and not even have a profit year after year after year after year. Because the way I do business, if I can't see a profit within the first month, I'm in the wrong business. But let's get back to this credit deal. How's your credit? With me, credit wasn't one of those things that I was great at. I was beat up in the past by the mistakes I've made, and basically the way I've tackled credit is I've just basically paid lump sum and paid off things and basically still going through that, of cleaning everything up to the point where everything is totally debt-free, clean slate, everything, right? And I just want to ask you guys, how do you feel about credit? Is your credit shabby? Because here's the thing, I've been back and forth with this house deal, maybe moving to Austin, maybe doing a cash purchase. And from what my wife and I bothly sat down and said is that, look, with the way our business is moving up, we're going to need some space. So we probably can't go to a smaller home. We need something with space so we can grow into that, and then maybe one day grow even bigger. So now I'm in a situation where I have to totally go back and clean up all those bad things that I did in the past with credit. Because like I said, I never really paid attention to credit for a while because I usually just pay cash for everything. Don't have any credit cards. Don't do that kind of stuff. That's just the way I've kind of handled my situation, you know. So I just want to see what you guys feel about credit. Are you guys, some of you guys have A1 credit, some of you guys have bad credit, because sometimes bad credit can be a blessing. You know, if you can't get the credit cards, if you can't do the things that you need to do to get further in debt, sometimes that can be a blessing. That's when you start working in your creative parts to do things without borrowing money from other people. You know, so I just want to start the debate to see what you guys feel about the whole credit situation and things of nature. Do you look at it as an asset, liability? I mean, what do you look at this thing as? You know. So with that said, guys, thank you guys for watching the channel. Please subscribe. Tell your friends about us. And until next time, signing off.